Hi, what is up, you guys? Welcome, and we are back into a part 3 of Horizon Forbidden West, and let's get into it. But the gaming, the gameplay so far, top notch, I would say. Um, okay, so yep, we're back on this part. Let's check all these chests right here. It is beautiful though. Alright. Ooh. Hmm.
Green like blaze, but it's hard and shiny.
I'm gonna have spotted that though, like completely. Okay, yeah, that's good. So I can upgrade a couple of things with it. Well, rarities basically. I don't know why I did that because it's full. Yeah, I wish I could ride on those. I don't know what you call them. I still don't know what you call them. Some robot things, ain't they? Looks like I'm just gonna have to just keep gliding like this. How far can she glide, man?
Quick, gotta scrap him before the scroungers get him.
Whoa!
That bristleback's charging right at them.
Another one for the scrap pile. Your help was timely, Nora.
Just get back to Chain Scrape before you get yourselves killed.
That was mad.
Not with all this salvage lying about. Come on, crew, back to it.
Some mad stuff, I'll tell you that. Oh damn.
There's the quarry Thrace mentioned.
How many are they?
We finally got help! One less machine.
That was pretty cool. How many are they?
Incoming. Going down. One less machine. Another one down.
There we go.
Quarry's safe.
That was pretty good, to be honest with you. That was pretty cool. Not bad. Not bad at all.
is doing out here, but consider yourself old. We tried to hold off and wait
That's
for the
funny.
vanguard, but one of them bristlebacks charged us. Next thing you know was a full-fledged fracas.
Is everyone okay?
We lost some good people, but we would have lost the whole quarry without you.
Well, at least it's quiet now.
Your ears ought to be ringing with a quarry at work, but Chain Scrape's whistle ain't blowing, so we're stuck picking up the pieces.
You need the whistle to get back to work?
Me and my crew were just little cogs out here.
The whistle, I don't know what.
The hammer till Olvin blows that thing. Cause if we work without his say-so, he'll ban us. And my people have been through enough.
Ulvin holds that much power?
He's got the money
Ah,
and
okay,
connections
got ya.
to snuff our fires for good. Almost feels like we stood a better chance with the bristlebacks.
What are you and your crew working on?
We're supposed to be working Olvin's claim, digging out stone to show our barren light. But the work stoppage and the bristlebacks cut us short. Never seen those blasted things in a dawn before. Where in Forge Fire did they come from?
I'm not sure. At least not yet. I need to get going. Stay safe.
Thanks to you, that might actually be possible today.
Righto.
I think I've cleared out most of the bristleback.
Are there any saving points? There is unknowns scattered around.
Chain
Whether
Scrape's headed back
these
to
would
work now.
be.
I'll go give Ulvin the good news.
What the heck is this place? It's interesting though. Okay. So this is your stash. It can be found in every settlement as well as many other locations. Throughout the world, when you gather items beyond your carrying capacity, items will be sent to your stash. From here, you can retrieve items individually or restock all your resources by holding square. By upgrading your pouches at the workbench, you can increase your carrying capacity. Okay, that's pretty cool. So basically, there we go. All of this you can actually stash, which I find kind of useful in a way. I can stash that. Oh, that's already in my stash. I got it. So this is already in my stash. I'm gonna take all these because I'm just wooden, you know, things. Inventory. It looks like I do have to stash a couple of things, to be honest with you. Yeah. This one, I can stash that. These are fairly right. These I do need. Food resources. These should be fine, completely fine. And that should be fine. Okay. Is there like a workbench? Should be. Oh. I can try and find there's nothing here. So it's just this. Yeah, it's just this. So we found a couple of stuff. Oh, Yes. Yes, I will. What I'm doing really is getting prepared more for like the biggest battles really in the storyline. Because it's always best to make sure on what's going on before you enter the story modes. Ah, there's a save. That's good. There we go. I made a new game save. Alright. Because I can. Just in case. I don't really wanted to do a quick save. What the heck am I doing? Oh. They didn't catch me though. Well, at least I've made them closer to me, so then once they found out it's nothing, they'll just turn around. See. There we go.
I'll leave you in the dust.
Yo, this is... Oh, I like this. This riding is pretty much OP. Come on. I'll slow down. This is not bad. Okay, I'm back. Well, kinda. Wait, oh, there is a working bench. There's another stash right here. There is also a workbench. I can upgrade this though. Oh, okay, I can upgrade this to the max. Weapon call, empty slots. Oh, I can do this one. That's what I can do. Oh, okay. So, what I can do... I've got to do this anyway. Well, I've got to upgrade them all. It's actually not bad. Either way, it's not bad. So, now... Okay, apparently I can't go... Oh, yeah, I can. Never mind. Well, I just killed someone. Well, it's like a pig. Yeah, it is. Run! What's going on? Can you not go there? Huh. That was weird. That was a bit strange. Just stops. Alright. Can that stop? What's going on? Whoa. Okay, there is some fixes they need to do. I don't know, you tell me. That's why I'm checking it out. Before story mods.
I think I can climb up this cliff.
That's sick. I'm a cliff climber now.
Looks like this camp was abandoned a while ago.
It does seem it.
An old Karja watchtower. Maybe I should check it out.
Maybe you should. Okay. So what's this supposed to be? Ah. Okay. Nice one.
This tower is barely holding together.
Interesting.
Some kind of
There we go.
device. The metal reflects the sun. To send a signal? There's barren light. And the Forbidden West beyond it. Looks like some kind of lens. Guess I'll keep it for later. The snowfall is blanketing the land.
I swear to God, there's got to be something down here. Hmm. Oh, there's like a new crest as well. Sleek. Come on. Nice. That's pretty cool. You can just jump and then just go straight in.
I've dealt with machines and cauldrons before. I wonder if they're...
Oh, it's going directly a different way for some odd reason.
This has Karja mismanagement. Savior, tell me, are you seeking passage into no man's land by any chance?
Maybe. Why do you ask?
Ah, well, to hammer it plain, there's treasure out west. Unclaimed scrap and ancient metal. And I've got a sturdy band of salvagers that knows the lay of the land.
You're not afraid of the Tanakh?
Terrified. But I carry out most of my business in no man's land. Neutral territory and all that. Barren Light is our port of entry. When its doors aren't closed for an embassy. I was hoping your arrival meant they might be opening soon. I've got a business to run, after all.
I want that embassy to happen as much as you do. Believe me, I'm working on it.
Good to know. And keep us in mind. If you do manage to open the way, our main camp will be just past Barren Light. We'll buy any scrap you've got on you. And if you're looking for machine parts, we've got the best in the West. Guaranteed.
All right. Maybe later then.
If you could get those blasted gates open.
I think that's not going to happen.
Guess I'm not the only one who wants to get those gates open.
So I've got a lot of quests to do. Okay, that's fine. I can do those. Can't do anything now. Okay. Oh, I can call it. Oh, wow. Right. I'll do new ones. Wow, I love this. Right. So, the crests. There are main crests. Where do I have to go for this one? That's quite some far away. That's quite some distance. Let's try. Oh, it does tell you the distance, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. That's like 8:51. Okay. I might as well go to this one. Yeah.
You made it to the hunting grounds. Step right up. Don't be shy. I'll take care of this.
Clueless.
So you decided to visit the hunting grounds. Good on you. Isvad here has all kinds of trials, so hotshots like you can put their machine hunting skills to the test. Or as the Tanakh call it, earning your stripes.
I thought hunting grounds were Karja.
The Tanakh have them out west, too. Though if you ask the Karja, Westerners stole the idea from the Sundom. In fact, the Tanakh used this place for a while after they kicked the Karja out of the region. They even left behind some of the special coins they handed out to those who earned stripes. Look, they're medals. Karja ones. More spoils. I heard you can trade them for gear somewhere in the Tanakh clan lands. Pretty gruesome, I know. Then again, so were the Karja during the Red Raids. Come to think of it, if you plan on going west, I could convince Isvad to give you some, if you earn stripes here. Seems like they might be of use to you out there.
Thanks.
You need anything for the trials, come see me. I have some wares I'm sure you'd find handy. Good luck.
Not bad. Alright. So, what I have to do is hunt the grounds now.
you're looking for medals prized by the Tanakh, you can earn them here, Savior. Oh, and I'd like you to have this, if you care to use it. Consider it my thanks for getting
Ooh.
Nervous out of trouble.
Ah, okay, so these are trials. Alright. These seems gonna be... I'll start it, but...
Head down the ropes to start the trial.
How many more? Bloody hell. I ain't gonna do this, ain't I? Post cells looted. Shoot off and loot. Ah. Shoot off and loot post cells. Is that it? Yeah. Alright, so how do we start? I'll restart it, don't worry about this. Alright. I think I did fairly alright. It's just that I will do
This
better.
is for you. You can head down the ropes to start the trial. Oh, you want to try another challenge? You can head down the ropes to start the trial. You did well. This is yours, Savior.
Nice one. What's this one? Shock trial.
These grounds are always open to you.
Nice one. New crest. Well, at least you've done the first one. You know, that's all I could do. Well, mainly.
Hey. What happened?
What do you care?
Don't you?
Go on, that's funny.
If it happens? No. You know, I was already having a crappy day, and now these two idiots picked my shift to climb the damn mountain. Wouldn't be so bad if this one weren't so heavy.
Wait. 2 idiots?
Did I stutter? Yeah, 2. I heard another one shouting up top. Sounds like they got caught between sharp claws and a sharper fall.
Someone's in trouble. Aren't you gonna do something?
Self-inflicted. And I got my hands full with this one.
You're seriously not going to help.
You seriously are?
Someone's in trouble at the top of the cliff. I better get to climbing.
Dude, I gotta climb. Oh, wow. There's something in this. Is it gone? That's pretty cool though. I'm nearly there, so like I'm nearly close. Whoa. Yeah, I'm close. Hmm.
Here we go.
These are weird creatures.
Stranger, please, you've got to help me.
There. Machines. They've trapped velocity up here.
You did it! You got them all!
Yeah, and them weird creatures.
I'll stash this away for later.
Yeah, well, first of all, I've got to pick these up because I need to heal myself a couple of times. Oh, there she is.
I go to you, but I'm a little banged up.
Okay.
Are you hurt?
I'll live. My so-called bodyguard. You see him on your way up?
It was hard to miss him. He's dead.
Oh. Guess that's what I get for believing in the first chuff in the tavern who said he was a mountain-climbing machine hunter. Ugh. At least I don't have to pay him now.
What are you doing up here?
That used to be a signal tower. The mechanism uses a special lens which, in some very specific circles, is highly valuable. And since the Karja are planning on tearing them down, I was going to liberate the lens before it got destroyed. You get it for me, and the lenses from the other towers. I'll make it very worth your while.
You said that was a signal tower.
In its day, it was a sight to see. All 6 of them, all lit up, all around the Daunt. They used to warn folks that the Tanakhs are coming, for whatever that was worth. As you can imagine, the Karja spared no expense putting them together. Hence the fancy lenses in need of a new home before the towers are torn down.
So, you're a thief.
I'm more what you'd call an opportunist with a good eye for business. Look, the Karja are gonna tear all these towers down anyway. They see no value here. They're trying to make nice with the Tanakh now. See? It's a victimless crime. Opportunity.
Tell that to your friend down there.
Self-inflicted.
I already found some, actually.
Well, look at that. Looks like you're quite the opportunist too, eh? Let me take these off your hands then. This should be a nice reward for your efforts. I'm an honest merchant, after all. Thank you,
Aloy.
Reyna. Well, Aloy, as soon as I'm up for it, I'll be going back to Barren Light to rest this ankle. But I'll stick around in case you want to get me that lens up this tower here. No pressure, just saying. Promise it'll be worth it.
I'll see what I can do.
I know what I can do.
Okay, I'm in.
Okay. Well, I've done that bit so far, which is alright, actually.
Spellcaster won't work on that. I am really busting up this place.
Oh, that was close. Oh, wow. Okay. So there was no need.
One of the signal devices. Should be a lens I can grab for Reyna. Got the lens. I can trade it with Reyna the next time I see her.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Well, that was pretty easy. In a way.
Probably gonna cost. Did you find the lens?
Yep.
Maybe. If you're ready to trade.
Ha! Let's deal.
Here you go.
Isn't that a sight? And here's a little something for your troubles. Now, if you find any more of these, make sure to come find me at Barren Light.
You got it.
See you around.
Nice. There we go. It's a faster way, to be honest with you, so it's just a faster way. Right, so it's pretty nice that I'm doing all the quests though, which is a great way to do things. So okay, another quest we go.
That's not her. Can't be.
Time to get Ulvin to blow the whistle, then Wadis to Baronlight.
You're not supposed to be working.
Ah, Savior! Over here!
Well, who's this? Well,
Thank you for taking the time, and my condolences that you had to endure Ulvan's bloviating.
I've dealt with worse. It sounds like he's really trying to put you over the barrel.
The idea that the Karja purposely let bristlebacks into the Daunt, it's completely absurd. But the louder and longer he says it, the more support he'll get for his damned concession decree.
How did the Bristlebacks get into the Daunt?
No one knows for sure. The first report of them came from west of the quarry. But unless they have wings I don't know about, I don't see how they could have come over the mountains.
No other way in.
The only way I know about is Barren Light. Look, if you can get to the bottom of this, I can offer a considerable bounty in return. Help me shut Ulvin up.
What is this concession decree that Ulvin wants?
He wants the Sundom to designate portions of the Daunt as Oseram holdings. Only the portions, mind you, that produce any value.
Let me guess. Because he stands to profit somehow?
Exactly. With the Daunt under Oseram law, he could secure more investment for their numerous ventures.
He can't get those investments without the concession?
No. Not while there's a chance the Sundom could revoke their access. Hence, why the concession is so important to him. And why blaming the Karja for the bristlebacks, no matter how absurd, works in his favor.
How does blaming the Karja for the Bristlebacks help Ulvin get his concession?
Look around. This may be the Sundom, but Chain Scrape is all gears and rust and bad ale. Claiming that the Karja loosed the Bristlebacks in order to intimidate Oseram laborers into obedience. Well, let's just say no one here has forgotten the atrocities of the Mad Sun King. And with the Bristlebacks bringing work in the valley to a halt, Ulvund has plenty of time to pick at barely healed wounds.
And if the Oseram refuse to work, unless the concession is signed, you won't have a choice.
Correct. The reconstruction of Barren Light must continue.
How did you get stuck out here?
I asked for the posting, believe it or not. Overseeing the entire valley on behalf of the Sun King? It was an honor. Is an honor, I mean.
But your job would be a lot easier without someone like Ulvund blasting hot air all the time?
Ulvund's not going anywhere. He's been around longer than I have. Even fancies himself the founder of Chainscrape. Well, I'll find a way to live with him. I have to.
You said the bristlebacks were first spotted west of the quarry?
Yes, according to one terrified laborer, said the ground trembled before they came charging.
So it looks
down
like
the
there's going to be
hillside.
another crest.
He took off and ran all
There's,
the way
there's
here.
loads. That's just the thing.
If you learn the truth, maybe Ulvund will stop blaming the Karja for every problem under the sun, and maybe then he'll actually focus on rebuilding Barren Light instead.
Hey, Mildef. Mildef. I took some of your stew last time I went into the wilds. Kept me going for a week. Felt like I could have put a strider in a sleeper hold.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
Sounds like you're serving up some impressive provisions here.
Not again. You can have the discount too, but you'll have to come back later.
I think you have me confused with someone else.
Oven didn't send you?
No.
Oh, my apologies. It's just that his minions won't stop pestering me. Now I've even worn out my special grill. Since I'm in the midst of a crisis, perhaps you could skip to what it is you wanted?
Some of your food?
Of course.
Okay.
Are Ulvin's people causing you problems?
Oh, yeah. They constantly demand my best, but the equipment I need to make my signature dishes isn't built for batch cooking. And don't get me started on the Ulvin discount they feel so entitled to.
And if you refuse?
I make meals. No trouble.
How did you end up in Chainscrape?
Heard about a new and upcoming town at the edge of the frontier. Where there's a town, there's a tavern. I was in need of work. So I got myself out here and started cooking. Some of these people had never tasted proper boars and berries stew before. Anyway,
That's
next
mad.
thing I knew, people kept coming back. Guess they liked my food. Or the ale.
How did you end up in Chainscrape?
Heard about a new and upcoming town at the edge of the frontier. Where there's a town, there's a tavern. I was in need of work. So I got myself out here and started cooking. Some of these people
Fair play.
had never tasted proper boars and berries stew before. Anyway, next thing I knew, people kept coming back. Guess they liked my food. Or the ale.
Are Ulvin's people causing you problems?
Oh, but and don't
And
I make meat.
your last customer mentioned your cooking really kept him going out in the wild. Where I'm headed, I could use some of that.
I would be happy to oblige, especially since you have the decency to ask pleasantly. But my special groove griddle is no more. Without it, I can't cook any of my signature dishes. I hate to think what'll happen when I'm forced to refuse Ulvin or his goons. Even if I already had the right ingredients, there's nothing I can do.
I'm guessing that I'm gonna help
Source me a
out.
temporary replacement?
What do you need?
For the ingredients, a few pieces of decent wild meat, and I'd say a big handful of bitter leaf stems. That'll do. As for the griddle, a corrugated metal panel might suffice until I can have a new one forged. You'd likely find one in a scrounger pile if you follow the river to the northeast. Don't worry, I'll clean it first. You'll have no issue finding boars and bitter leaf on your way, assuming you're as much a hunter-gatherer as your clothing suggests.
Thanks, Mildef. I'll keep an eye out.
So that's what gratitude sounds like,
And don't let anyone push you around, okay?
if you say so.
Nice one.
Already got enough meat and bitter leaf. Just need to grab a metal panel from the scrounger pile.
Alright, so,
Aloy, no one wants to play strike. No? Ah, come to revel in some strike, sister? Let me set the board.
I was just passing by.
First timer, huh? Don't worry about it. I'll go easy on you. You got any pieces?
No.
Well, aren't you in luck then? I got an extra set, a Tanakh original straight out of the Forbidden West. Sit. I'll run you through it in a hot spark. I'll give you something special if you win at all my boards, too.
I bet you I'm gonna be terrible at this. Gonna, like, completely terrible.
All right, let's start off simple. The Tanakh like to say that Machine Strike is a game of pure strategy. We each get a set of pieces. Each piece represents a kind of machine, and each machine is worth a different number of victory points. And to win the game, you'll need to gain 7 victory points by destroying the opponent's machines. It can be tricky remembering the details of every machine, so we use these notes to keep track of them. You see that number on the top right corner? That there is how many victory points you'll get for destroying that machine. Notes also tell you how far a piece can move, how powerful their attacks are, the distance they can strike from,
Okay, yeah.
and of course, their health. Okay, that's enough for now. Let's just play. I'll explain the rest as we go. I own the board, so I get to choose who goes first. Since this is your first time, I'll let you go. Usually you get to choose which pieces to set on the board, but this will do for now. Pick up that machine piece to your right, and move it forward. And remember, each machine can only move a certain distance. Take a look at your notes if you need a reminder. Easy enough, huh? Now, you get to move 2 machines each round, so go ahead and pick a second machine. Perfect.
Okay.
There's not much else to do for now, so just end your turn.
Okay, so
We're forging onwards. Let me move my pieces here. And we're back to you. This time, why don't you try attacking one of my pieces? Try with that machine on your right first. Now move the piece close enough to attack one of my machines. When performing an attack, you'll be testing your machine's combat power against the opponent's. A machine's combat power is a combination of the terrain your machine is standing on and its own attack power. This board only has grassland terrain, which has no effect on a machine's combat power. And your current machine has 2 points of attack power. So in total, your machine's combat power equals 2 points. Since my machine isn't the one attacking, it has 0 points of attack power. And just like your machine, it's not affected by grassland terrain. So right now, the difference in combat power between the 2 machines is 2 points. This means your machine can do 2 points of damage to my machine. Did you get all that?
yeah.
Knew you were a smart one. Finish up by attacking my machine. Not pulling any punches, huh? Now grab that second machine of yours. See how your machine can't move close enough to attack mine? You can make your machine sprint. That lets it move 1 space further. Try it out.
Oh, okay.
Downside to sprinting is that your machine can no longer attack. Now, some players like to take a risk and overcharge their machine in cases like this. Overcharging lets you attack after a sprint, but it will damage your machine's health by 2 points. So use at your own discretion. Let's try doing that now so you can see what I mean. That's about it for your turn then. Now, I'll let you in on a neat trick. That machine of yours, the one closest to me, grab a hold of it. Same as in the wilds, machines have both armored points and weak points. You can see them marked on the pieces. Blue shows where their armor is thickest. Hit
Okay.
there and you'll do some damage, but not a lot. Now, red shows the machine's weak points. Hit those and you'll deal a mighty blow. Here, let me show you. Rotate that piece so your machine faces mine. Now let that machine have it. Off the board she goes, and there's your first victory points. You don't have 7 of them yet, so let's keep going. Your machine attacked mine, but hasn't moved yet. Go ahead and move downwards towards my remaining piece. You've already attacked a machine and moved your piece. But if you overcharge your machine, you can attack a second time. And by the look of your machine's health, you'd be sacrificing your piece to defeat mine. But sometimes that can be a good thing. Overcharge your machine to attack mine a second time, and I'll show you what I mean. Ain't that a thrill? Now, because your machine was knocked out at the same time as mine, we both get the victory points our machines are worth. Good news is, since you're the one attacking, you're going to receive your victory points before I do. Which means you can reach the coveted 7 victory points first. That's why sometimes losing a piece can be the best way to end a game in your favor. Now, you'll notice you didn't get quite up to 7 victory points this time, but you did destroy all my pieces. That means you're the winner! That wasn't so hard, was it? Just remember to always check for the best terrain to attack from. You'd be surprised the advantage you can gain over an opponent like that. I know it saved my behind in a game or 2.
I actually like that.
Remember that.
Oh, before I forget, these are all my spare pieces. I want the Savior of Meridian to have them. It's a small set to be sure, but it should be enough to get you in on any strike games you find out there. You might even fancy looking out for them strike carvers. They've got all kinds of unique pieces that can turn a game in your favor, though they'll need the right materials to craft you one. Or you might find them in the wilds if you're lucky. I know I've lost my fair share of pieces after a night of machine hunting or brew hopping. No need to thank me. Always a pleasure to help out new strike players. Now, if you feel like playing a real game, I've got plenty of other boards. I could even teach you a few more tricks if you're up for it.
Thanks. I'll think about it.
That's actually not bad. Let's try another one.
I knew I'd make a strike player out of you yet. How about this time I tell you how to use a board's terrain to your advantage? This one's got all the different terrains you can encounter in a game of Strike. Knowing when and how to use them can mean the difference between victory and defeat. Terrain mainly affects your machine's combat power. As you know, when fighting an opponent's machine, you compare its combat power to yours. The higher your machine's combat power, the more damage you can do. So finding the right terrain is an essential strategy for overpowering your opponent. Here, I'll show you. Grab that piece to your left and move to attack my machines. Now let's take a look at your machine's combat power. Combat power is the sum of a machine's attack power and the value of the terrain it's standing on. Since your machine is attacking, it's using its 2 points of attack power. It's also standing on forest terrain with a value of 1 point. Add those together, and your machine has 3 points of combat power. My machine is standing on grassland terrain with a value of 0 points. It's also not attacking, which means their attack points aren't in play. So my combat power is 0. This means your machine can do 3 points of damage. Go ahead and test it out. There you go. Now, choosing the right terrain doesn't just improve your offense. It can also help defend your machines from attack. Grab your other piece and place it in front of my second machine. Since your machine is attacking, it's using its 2 points of attack power. It's standing on grassland terrain. This terrain has a value of 0. This means your machine's combat power adds up to 2 points. My machine can't use their attack power since they're defending their position. But they have the higher ground. They're standing on forest terrain, which is worth 1 point. This means my combat power adds up to 1 point. Now, the front of my machine is colored blue. This means that the spot you're about to attack has armor protecting it, which means my machine gets an extra point, giving it a total of 2 combat power points. If we compare the combat power of both machines, you'll see that you won't be able to do any damage. Whenever you're unable to top an opponent's combat power, you can still choose to attack and break their machine's defenses instead. Go ahead, try it out and see what happens.
I might as well.
Ha! See? When you break a machine's defenses, you can knock it backwards. Sure, both our machines will receive 1 point of damage, but knocking my machine off that terrain makes it more vulnerable to attacks. Not only that, if my machine had been blocked from moving backwards, it would have received an extra point of damage. And if my machine had been blocked by another one of my pieces, that machine would have received damage as well. That's why breaking a machine's defenses is a great way to deal damage to several pieces at once. Useful, right? Okay, now go ahead and end your turn. There's still one more thing I want to show you. Alright, as we've seen, the higher the terrain, the more it'll add to your machine's combat power. However, there are 2 other terrains that work a little differently. This is what we call a chasm. Only flying machines can be placed on those. But it'll take away 2 combat points if you do, so be wary. This is marsh terrain. Landing on it will take away 1 combat power point from most machines. It'll also keep your machine from moving for the rest of the turn. Here, let me show you. Grab that machine on your left.
I get what she means.
See? All you can do now is wait for your next turn to move again. Or you can overcharge your machine to get out of there. You can still attack any nearby enemies so you're not completely helpless. Well, I think that's enough yammering from me for now. Promise it'll all come in handy next time you play. Here for more tips? Why don't I tell you?
I might
a
as
bit
well
more
do it
about
all,
the pieces
honestly.
I used to play? In a normal game, you get to choose which machines you place on the board. Each one is worth a certain number of setup points, and you can spend up to 10 assembling your army. Knowing what each machine brings to the game and building an army that matches your strategy is the key to becoming a machine strike master. When assembling your army, there are a few things to keep in mind. First and foremost, you can never have more than 4 of the same machine on the board at the same time. With that in mind, most players would choose machines based on how far they can move or how much attack power they have. But a real strike player will be looking at a machine's type and skills. Let's take a quick look, shall we?
pick up that machine on your left. All right, let's talk about the different ways in which a machine attacks its opponents. In other words, its machine type. If you look at your notes, you'll see this machine here is a melee type. You can also tell by the shape of the base the piece stands on. A melee type machine attacks the first enemy within range, and no one else. We've seen this plenty of times, so just move that piece forward so I can show you some more stuff. Great, now grab your other machine. Looks like we've got ourselves a gunner type machine here. This means they'll only hit the farthest enemy in their attack range. Let's move that machine forward and end your turn so we can take a look at the rest of the pieces.
Ah, okay.
Let's go with this piece first. This is a ram type machine. Attack an enemy with it and it'll push the piece backwards. Like this. See, now my machine has taken over your machine's spot on the board. This is a great way to take the advantage away from your opponent if they have the higher ground. Looks like we have one more piece to look at. Now this is a beauty of a piece, a dash type machine. When it attacks, it'll move to the end of its attack range and damage every machine in its path, including your own. So make sure you take a good look at the board before you send it off to the races. You should also make sure it's able to finish its attack on an empty spot. Otherwise, you won't be able to attack at all. Here, I'll show you. Look, it even rotated your piece. A nifty little piece you'll definitely want in your set. If you look at your notes, you'll notice this particular machine has one of the skills I mentioned before. There's quite a few of those, and we haven't even looked at all the machine types yet. But I'm pretty sure you've got more important things to do, so I made you a list. It's got all the tips and tricks we talked about, too. I think that about does it for now, so if you want to play a real game, just let me know.
I got it. I do a beginner.
Let's do this.
Right.
Time to get serious. You're up, Red.
Bloody hell. Just making sure.
I can hear your gears grinding, Red. My turn.
Okay.
Your turn. Time to make my move.
Ooh, okay.
Ah, down to one piece. I might win this thing.
Ooh, okay.
Okay, let's see.
Hmm.
Your move, Red. That was brutal. I'm up. Guess luck's not on your side today, Red. Here
Okay.
we go.
Well, obviously she is a knight. Tell you what, I do like that.
That's it for me. My turn. Board's all yours.
I know what I can do. I can attack by doing that.
Ahead of me.
Hey! Come on.
Time to get serious. Your move, Red. Now that was a game, even if I lost.
Hey, that was actually pretty good. Okay, I've done those so far. I swear to God, I can do this. I'm actually into this, to be honest with you. I don't know why. Alright.
Okay, let's see. You're up, Red. Hey, I like that piece where it was. Time to make my move.
Oof.
Your turn.
Okay.
My turn.
Ooh.
Well, that's done now.
She's bored. Okay, she's annoying me now. Hmm.
Time to get serious.
Hey?
Not looking good for you, Red. your odds aren't good, Red. I'm up. That's the game. You up for a rematch? Come back anytime.
Either way, guys, I'm gonna have to live here because this game's a bit annoying me now, and it's been 1 hour and 40 minutes. So, you know, like, comment, subscribe, and get ready for I would say another part in this. Let's hopefully, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out.